The civil services have always been and will continue to be one of the most fascinating career options for young people in India. The civil services examination is undoubtedly the most challenging examination of its type in the country and possibly even in the world. Not just in terms of the number of candidates who are appearing in this exam, but also the quality of those candidates, the standard of the syllabus, the standard of the question papers that are set by the UPSC. All this makes preparing for the civil services a major challenge. Meeting this challenge is difficult, but obviously not impossible. There are hundreds of people who are qualifying in this examination every year, and the examination is ultimately a relative exam. Relative in the sense that there are no absolute numbers prescribed for qualifying. It's a matter of doing better than the others who are appearing in the examination. The fascination with the civil service is due to a variety of reasons. For example, a lot of people are fascinated by the power, the prestige, the social status that is associated with the civil services. But over and above all this, the civil services offers you the best opportunity to serve the people. The civil services are ultimately a public service. They are associated with public trust, public faith, public expectations from the governance system. The civil services play a key role in nation building in India. So there's no doubt that the civil services are the most fascinating, challenging, interesting career option open to students, to youngsters in our country. But the preparation is also highly challenging. General studies, the key part of civil services. It is the only paper it counts in the preliminary exam, and the main exam also. 4 papers plus the essay paper are also primarily associated with general studies, primarily associated with GS. GS covers almost everything possible. It covers the whole world and even the universe beyond the world. If you start preparing everything, reading about everything in detail, it will be an endless task. It will never end. So, certain degree of selectivity has to be exercised by the candidates. At the same time, you have to remember that in the main examination and even to some extent in the preliminary exam, you are expected to go into certain areas in depth. So a proper combination of breadth and depth is essential to prepare yourself for this exam. The preparation is not like a 100-meter sprint where you put in a lot of energy for a short time and reach your target. It's more akin to a marathon race. You have to develop and display stamina for an extended period of preparation. Build up your capabilities step by step. Expand your knowledge, expand your range of understanding, test yourself frequently, and gradually improve your abilities, your skills, and come to a position where you will be able to tackle the actual examination. You need to develop your knowledge of fundamentals, the basic concepts in all the areas of general studies. But at the same time, you also are expected to be familiar with the contemporary and the current trends, the constitutional changes that are taking place, the technological innovations that are taking place, the new foreign policy and international challenges that are always emerging, economic crises that occur either due to domestic issues or sometimes due to international developments. For example, the trade crisis that is now developing thanks to the policies adopted by President Trump. It is likely to encompass the whole world, and India is not unaffected by this. So these types of contemporary ideas will always be important, but you can appreciate these ideas only if you have a good base of the fundamentals for different areas. So these fundamentals are important. Another point to keep in mind is that the traditional distinction between prelims and mains is gradually being eroded. Topics which were traditionally considered to be part of the prelims now figure in the questions in the mains and vice versa. A lot of the mains topics, for instance, figured in questions in the preliminary exam this year. Cybersecurity is a topic traditionally considered to be part of the main exam, paper 3, internal security. But you are frequently getting questions on cybersecurity policy, on cybersecurity challenges, etc., in the prelims, in the form of objective questions. So all this has to be kept in mind while preparing, adopting an integrated, comprehensive approach rather than a fragmented approach, dividing up the preparation or the syllabus into prelims and mains. If you adopt this sort of an approach and can motivate yourself to sustain it over an extended period of time, develop your skills, your understanding, your capabilities all the time, you are likely to be successful.